Hey, friends.
Welcome to Leave Me Alone. I'm working on it. I'm Ore Ajewale.
And I'm Cassie J. I'm laughing because when you say welcome to Living and I'm working on it, you say it like a normal person. And every time I say it, I'm like, leave me alone. I'm working on it. Like, this is
I think it
perfect.
depends on the day. Some days I'm like, a little bit unhinged. Other days I'm a normal person. So,
I think you're always unhinged. It's just a matter of when the unhinged shows through.
what have I done to deserve this on this auspicious day? Look, guys, I'm about to be very real. Very real.
Be real
Cass,
with us, babes.
Cass and I have been trying to record this episode. This is the third time.
The third time.
This
Third
is the
time's the
third
charm.
time.
This is the third time.
We've got like news we wanted to share, and so we recorded it the first time. And I don't know if guys okay with me saying this, but we recorded the first time. Everything was great, wonderful episode. We get into post and realize that we can see Cassie's wig cap. Like
Just showing
70%
for
of
the
the
whole
episode
world.
is just
Showing for
Cassie's
the
wig
whole
cap.
world is my wig cap. Also, I just put my wig on badly. I don't know. It was the middle of the night. I didn't look good. I did not look good.
It
Um,
it was
yeah.
just it was funny.
It's
And
not a
then
good time.
we arrive and we're like, we're gonna do it again. We'll reshoot. It's not the first time we've had to do reshoots of episodes that have gone, bad, like the footage was bad or something.
Awry. Mm.
And then we do it again. And we're like 89.9% done with the episode. And then Cassie's camera battery just gives up on us. And when she plays it back, she calls me up like, friend, that whole episode is blurry. You
So
can't
blurry.
see me.
You
And I'm
can't.
just like, maybe it's not supposed to happen. Maybe we shouldn't record the episode. So here we are, third timing it because third time is the charm. And honestly, when we came up with this episode, I'd done like a little cute research thingy of how I was going to do it because I'd previously not thought about how I would announce this particular live event. And so I was going to borrow a leaf from Beyonce and I was going to remind you guys of back in 2011 when Beyonce performed at the MTV Awards. And after she finished singing Love on Top and dancing and shaking it like her mama gave it to her, she unbuttons her jacket and she rubs her belly. And we all know the Blue Ivy is on the way. Momentous
Yeah.
day. What a nice thing.
Momentous.
I was going to copy, paste, do that, rub my belly. But you know what? This is the third time we're doing this. I'm over it now. I'm pregnant. That is the moral of the story. Y'all
I'm
deserved
laughing
a
because it's
nice
like you deserve so much better, guys.
you all deserved a nice announcement. I set it up for you guys. Like I thought
It's
about it. I
so
was like, this
nice.
is gonna be cute. I'm just gonna have this. Yeah, that's it's done now. This is real life. I'm pregnant. That's the gist. Can we go home now?
Yeah. Yeah. Or is
We've been,
pregnant.
and it's so funny. Like we've never had an episode go bad this many times.
I
And
know.
and Cass and I
So
are like,
strange.
should we not? Maybe the Holy Spirit said no.
It's the Holy Spirit saying
Should we
no.
not do this? Should we not? But we've gone ahead and had other episodes. After the first time this went bad, and we didn't know at first. We filmed it and then we filmed other episodes where we were now talking about my pregnancy as something normal because we've had the announcement episode, right? And so we we were like, well, now we have to do it again because it's not going to make sense in context if we don't do it again. And then we do it again and it's still bad. And now we're like, maybe we should scrap it. But the reason, and this is part, I know, all jokes aside, this is part of what the episode really is about. Like, should you announce your pregnancy? Like, is it something
100%.
you have to do? When should you do it? Why should you do it? Can you choose not to do it? And
Yeah.
I remember saying to Cassie that personally for me, I never thought I'd be the kind of person who would announce. I was like, I'm not gonna be a cute photo on Instagram with the sonogram. You know, people put the sonogram on Instagram, like they take a
Yeah.
picture holding
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
or something. I'm not, it just wasn't a me thing. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but I'd never in my life considered that I would need to script or figure out or put together a pregnancy announcement because it wasn't going to happen. You know, I just carry on with life and shock people when the baby arrives. That was what I was gonna
Surprise!
do.
There's a baby.
Surprise! You know, that was what I was
I
gonna
would be
do.
so mad if you did that to me.
No, not like
I
inside people.
No,
Inside
of course I
people would
know. But
know.
I'm just imagining a world where this is how you tell me that you're pregnant. I think I don't know that we could come back from it. Like I love you, but it would
I
just
think we'd
hurt
be
me
fine.
so so
You'd
much.
be so mad at me, but I think we'd be fine. I think we've crossed the point where you can walk away from me. That's just not going to
It's
happen.
true. It's not gonna happen. There's no room for it. But
We've
I'd be
crossed it.
pissed. But anyway,
Rightfully so.
I think now that you've had your announcement, it's time for me to have my announcement.
Go for
Okay.
it. Go for
Um,
it.
I'm not pregnant. Don't be silly.
Wouldn't that be
I'm
cute?
the godmother. The godmother. I'm
She
so
is the
excited.
godmother.
I'm the
I'm regretting my
godmother
life's
to
choices.
this baby. I'm so excited that we are having a baby. I'm so excited for this baby to join our lives. I'm so excited for an LMA baby. It's our baby. It's my baby. It's your baby. It's Dummy's baby. It's our baby. There's a baby coming, and I'm the godmother, and I'm so excited.
Yes, you are.
I'm
Yes, you are.
so excited for this little kid to arrive. I'm so excited to godmother this child. I'm going to be
The
so involved in this
godmother.
child's life. The godmother, you know? The godmother.
I can't take you seriously. And now I'm like, is this what I'm setting my kid up for? Like, is this a good plan? But
100%. It's
but
gonna
all
be
jokes
great.
aside, this isn't something I was ever gonna do. Um, But I'll tell you why and what led us here. I'd spent months, you know, just like concealing it. I don't want to use the word hiding it, although that is really what I was doing. But let's just use a nicer word, concealing it. Because I was like, it is a private matter. I should get to
Mm,
decide if I want to tell people, when I want to tell people. I don't need to. It doesn't need to be a spectacle, you know.
mm,
But it was getting to a point where it was actually just becoming very uncomfortable in two ways.
mm.
One is every time we sit down to record LMA, I get uncomfortable, like sitting, and I know I'm sitting now and you probably can't really see it. It's not showing that much, but I am, you know, quite along and showing. And and it's uncomfortable and I need to wiggle and I need to change positions and whatever. And I always try to do that when Cassie's speaking and I'm not the one speaking, and try to do it subtly enough so that I don't distract her either. Cause like we're recording and we don't really edit our episodes to cut out stuff. What you get is how it came out, you
Is
know?
how it happened. That's
Is how
so
it
true.
happened. So it was uncomfortable. And then, but I was still, you know, managing. And then the second thing that actually finally pushed me was that I could no longer find cute clothes to wear that were going to conceal it
Mm.
completely. Like a couple weeks ago, there was this dress that I've had it for a while, but like it's one of those like free stretchy dresses, so like
Yes.
it works either ways. And I
Yeah.
put it
Like a
on.
bodycon.
Yeah, no, it's not a bodycon. It's more like a shift dress, but it's stretchy
Oh, I see. Okay.
for
Yeah,
some
yeah.
reason. Yeah. I put it on and obviously it's snugger now, but it gave me this cute bumpy and it was so pretty. But then I'm like, I can't wear this to record because why? Because we're not telling people. I don't want to tell people I'm still hiding this thing. And now I'm just frustrated. I can't find things to wear
To
anymore that
wear.
didn't
Mm,
make it too obvious, at least to me anyway. And
mm.
then I remember that day just being like, why am I punishing myself? Why am I trying so hard to hide this thing, especially when it is now inconveniencing my life? Like, can we
Exactly.
talk about it so that I
Like
can,
you're already doing so much to get through the pregnancy.
right?
Why make yourself unnecessarily
Why
make your life
add,
more difficult? Yeah.
yeah, why add more stress, especially unnecessary stress? Because nobody's making me do this. This is a choice that I've made for me. And I'm like,
Mm,
I should also, in the same vein, be able to undo that choice and make a different one that now works, that
100%.
fits with my life.
Yeah.
And so here we are. Um, and I'm sorry you guys didn't get the cute announcement. It's somewhere in our lost files. Maybe we'll release it, maybe, just maybe, but I just didn't have it in me to bring it again right now. And I was just like, you know what? Let's be real with the people because, excuse me, sometimes this podcast thing is hard, hey? It is
Listen,
hard.
this podcasting thing has been one of the more difficult things I've done in my life. Definitely fun. And by difficult, I mean like challenging. In it, like
Mm.
it's challenged me to learn new things. I know things about cameras I never thought I'd know. I know
Yeah.
I know things about lighting I never thought I'd know.
Right,
You
right,
know?
right.
So I've like learned a lot and it's been a growth journey. But
It
you
really
you are right.
has for
You are right.
both of us.
You're
It
right. Yeah.
really has. So it got me, well, while I was having this little, I don't know what to call it, life
Self-reflective
moment.
moment.
There we
Yeah.
go. Self-reflective moment as to why I was punishing myself, trying so desperately to hide a pregnancy that maybe nobody else even cared about or even noticed or would notice. I started thinking about reasons why people might want to hide their pregnancy. And obviously, at the top of that list, and this one's true
Mm.
for me as well, at the top of that list, obviously, is village people. You know what that is, right? Evil people,
Yeah.
evil eye, right? In Nigeria,
Evil
we say
eye.
village people.
The
Um,
evil eye.
and even as I sit here, I can hear my mother going, "Don't go and put it on Facebook, oh."
Mm.
I
It,
can
this is
hear
the
it.
chat of all our parents. Every time I've gotten something big like a car or a house or like whatever, my parents are like, "Don't put it online. Don't post it to Instagram."
Yeah, and look, I'm a for the most part, podcast excluded. I'm a private person for the most part. Because on the podcast, it really is a bit of a tell-all. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
really is.
It is a bit of a
It
tell-all.
really is. Yeah.
Um, but so I'm with people who are like, don't put it out there, don't put your business out
Mm,
there. Like, don't feel like you need
mm,
to post everything on social media or tell everyone
mm,
everything. I'm with it.
mm.
But when it comes to pregnancy, pregnancy is one of those things, one of those blessings of the good Lord that you can't really hide, at least not for
Of
very
course.
long.
It shows.
It will show. And I'm like, I agree with you that not everyone wishes you well. And so protect your business, protect your business. But if I were to counter my own argument, I would say that what makes us think that evil people are only on social media? Like, what
Mm,
makes us think it's only the people on social that don't mean us well? Because
mm.
except you're going to hide yourself for 9 months, you're going to go out in public. What makes you think that the people who don't mean you well aren't in your workplace or in your church or live in your
Yeah,
neighborhood? They're going to
100%.
see you. They're going to know
Mm.
at some point. They're going
Yeah.
to know. So I'm like, if for some reason it like concealing it or it's a choice, like it's a personal choice, a choice you have to make. But if you want to announce, and I think I'm speaking more to like Black and African people because I feel like white people announce all the time. I see those announcements on Instagram all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
everyone that I've known in my own circle, we
Mm,
we post the maternity photos after the baby has been born. Like this is
mm,
a thing that we do. And us Nigerians,
mm,
we love a photo shoot. So there will be a
mm.
photo shoot. We will announce just after the fact. After the fact. So,
You best believe there's gonna be a photo shoot.
oh
My
girl,
goodness. Team
there will
Nigeria and photo
there will be
shoots.
one. There
It's
will
a
be
gar
one.
it's this is a at this point it's a guarantee. Guarantee there will be a photo shoot.
But the thing is, what I'm saying though, for that particular point is if it's making your life harder than easier, it's like for me, you should announce it if you want to. If you want to.
Mm.
And the argument I kept making to myself was like, I was like, what if I was still a TV girl and I was on TV every single day? What would I
Yeah.
do? Not
Yeah.
go to work? Like,
Yeah.
what if I was still doing red carpet and they
Yeah.
pan? What would I do? Turn my back to the camera when they're pan? Like, I would continue my
100%.
life. I wouldn't let
You
this
would keep
thing.
going.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, I was on TikTok and I saw this guy,
Mm.
and he literally started TikTok. He was like, "Come with me to tell my parents we had a baby."
Oh my God. No, wait. Had a baby.
had a baby. Like the baby exists. The baby exists in the world, but we're now going to tell. Obviously, his parents lived like halfway across the country or whatever.
Doesn't matter. There's
Um,
phones.
there's phones, there's video, there's planes, there's all the things. Anyway, and it's like him and his wife, and they just decided that for her pregnancy, they didn't want to tell anyone. They didn't want anyone involved in like making a fuss. So they just didn't tell anyone. They didn't tell her family, they didn't tell his family. And then the baby was born. And then they're like, come with us to tell my parents. And then they fly across and we go with them on the journey on the plane with the baby and the seat and the things. And okay. And then they get to the door and the mom, I just can't forget the mom's face because she was like so happy, but confused and clearly sad. Do you know
Yes,
what I mean? She was just
of
like,
course.
"Uh,
Why wouldn't you tell me?
why wouldn't you tell me? And unless you and your family are estranged or,
Mm,
it's a difficult relationship for whatever reason, you're not that close or, everybody has their own story. But in this instance, I didn't get the sense that there was something wrong with the family. I didn't
mm.
get that sense at all. Um, and just mom was so sad. She was
I'd be
so,
so hurt. Like
yeah.
I look, and to my second point, another reason why people don't tell, um, when it's early on, medically speaking, even doctors will tell you like you wait for like the first 12 weeks. There's a lot of
Mm,
risk in those first 12 weeks,
mm,
anything can happen. You don't want to have gone to be like, we're having a baby, and then 3 weeks
and
later, we're
then,
not having a baby. Like it's a difficult thing
yeah,
to have to say,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So I can understand if that's what they done. Like the first look, this the early days, there's two parts to it. One is that, like medically speaking, you wait a little bit. Just wait,
Mm,
let's cross that little first trimester barrier.
mm.
If that had been the reason why, I could understand with him,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah, I
nine
agree with that
months,
as well.
and this is not the general public. This is not your coworkers, your own
Yeah.
mom and dad. Like, except they are
Actually,
the village
let's
people doing you. Why wouldn't you
yes,
tell
for
them?
sure. Let's actually talk about this for 1 second because well, I suppose he posted the video after, but it felt like we found out before she did.
Yeah, because
Because
he
he
literally said,
filmed
"Come with me to go." To...
I
I'd be
just yeah,
hurt.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'd
I
be
don't know.
hurt as a
Anyway,
mom. I'd be hurt.
yeah.
So yeah, I would have understood with him if it was early days, but 9 months, I'm just like, and if your family's not if they're not like evil eyeing you, why would you do that to them?
Mm,
But
mm.
look, the other part of early days for me that rocked me, and this is going to be a little bit ridiculous, but I think another reason why people don't announce, especially in those first 3 months, beyond the you being sick, beyond the risks involved, it's just also, it takes some time to wrap your head around it.
Yeah, there's lots to process. It's your
Like,
first
there's a lot.
pregnancy. You're gonna
For
be a mom for the
me,
first time.
for me, my wild thought was like, I've spent my whole life trying not to be pregnant, like trying really hard not to be pregnant. And then
Yep.
all of a sudden, I'm pregnant and I don't know what to do with that information. Like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, I'm in this life phase where, I've got my person and we're settled and we're like, okay, let's think about having a family. And now I'm pregnant. And I kid you not, I peed on that stick and instant panic. Instantly, I was like, no, 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 this cannot be happening to me. This cannot be happening. I'm not kidding. I was like, no, my life is over. I'm a disgrace. I'm a disappointment.
No.
I had a
You did
full
it
on
right. You
meltdown.
got married, then
Girl,
you had a baby.
girl,
That's the order that is pleasing to our moms and dads.
in that moment, my brain could not process that because all its life, what has it done? Don't get pregnant, don't
You're
get pregnant, don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant,
no, but
don't
it's
get
it's
pregnant.
you're not wrong. It's literally true. Like it is the message that is sung to us from the parents, from the aunts, from the uncles, from the church, from the friends, from the
Yeah,
whoever, like don't let this thing, if you do it, it's gonna ruin your life. And this
yeah,
stuff is then it's said to you over and over and over and over and over again, and it's ingrained in you. And then suddenly one day it's allowed. Do you know
right?
what I mean? Like
Suddenly one
suddenly
day it's
one day
allowed.
it's acceptable, and but your brain
It
mentally,
takes
physically,
some time.
psychologically hasn't caught up to the
Uh-uh.
permission of it being allowed.
No.
You
Your
know, so
brain is
no,
trying
no,
to
no.
catch up. This is years and years of
I fully get it.
programming.
I
I
fully,
had a
fully get it.
full-on meltdown before, like I was on the bathroom floor just sobbing. Before I was
Crying.
like, wait a minute.
Oh my
Just
God.
wait a minute. What's happening here? Because it took me some time to wrap my head around it. And beyond that, like even after, telling Jamie about it, it took me weeks to
Mm.
arrive at a point where it's like, this is real. Like this is a
This is a
thing.
real
This is
thing.
a thing, that's happening. So sometimes in those early days when you're still wrapping your head around it, you're just not wanting to tell anyone, you
Yeah.
know. And Dami
Yeah.
made a valid point then as well. He was like, apart from like wrapping your head around it, it's also this little world, this little secret between the two of you, this little exciting
Yeah.
thing that's happening that only the two of you know. You haven't told anyone, you haven't let the world in yet, and like it was just priceless for him. It was quite nice. So like
That's
for
lovely.
me, I was freaking out. My man was like, yeah, it's this little secret, it's this little beautiful thing
That's
that we've
lovely.
made. And so we weren't like wanting to tell people at first, until it became ridiculous for me. And I'm just like, why am I doing this to why am I
Yeah.
doing this to
Yeah.
myself?
Yeah.
The other reason why I think some people don't want to tell is, and maybe that's part of what this guy in this reel, like, I don't know, I'm making excuses for this man. Sometimes because the moment you tell people that you're pregnant, here comes all the noise, here comes all the advice, here comes all the
Oh,
monitoring, here comes.
everybody with their 2 cents, their idea
Exactly.
of how your pregnancy should go, what you should be eating, where you should be going, what you should be wearing, how you should be bathing, should you be
Exactly.
swimming. Like, oh gosh, yeah, that would drive me insane.
Exactly. Like you're
That would
already
drive me
going through
insane.
a lot. You're already having to
Yeah,
learn new things. I've learned so much in the last couple of months, like
I
new,
can
like
believe it.
absolutely new information that I never
Mm,
thought that I would need to know, you know?
mm,
And
mm,
so you
mm,
already have all of this happening, but now you must also listen to everybody's 2 cents, you know?
mm.
And this woman shared this reel, she was pregnant. I think she was like maybe 32. I don't know how old, how many weeks she was. Um, about going to the supermarket to go buy something, but she was showing and she
Mm,
needed to reach
mm.
for something on the top shelf. And she was reaching for it, and this old woman walks up to her and starts to yell at her. And she was just like, "What? What's happening?" And the
Cringe.
woman was apparently saying to her that she can't be reaching up for stuff, like she's pregnant, is she trying to kill the baby and la la la. And she was like, "What do you mean?" And the woman is
It's
like,
crazy.
doesn't she know that when you're pregnant, you can't lift your hands up above your head, like it's harmful to the baby? It is not. It most certainly is not. It's like the oldest of old wives' tales. And this woman
Mm.
was so confused. Can you imagine being yelled at in the supermarket by a random stranger simply
A
because your belly has
random
popped out and
stranger.
now she knows that you're having a baby and now she's somehow entitled to tell you what to do with your
Yeah.
life? So,
That's
right?
crazy. But it's also just like the audacity of people to be like, here's a perfect stranger. Let me tell them what they should be doing and how they should be doing it. Like unprovoked,
Oh
unasked.
gosh.
So you're right. And people will feel permission to give you
Mhm.
advice because it's coming from a good place to protect the baby.
Do you know what's even worse is the people who feel like just because you're pregnant and they can see your bum that they can rub it.
Oh, so weird.
Apparently, in some cultures, if you rub a pregnant woman's belly, it's good luck. So people
Okay.
actually, and I'm like,
That's
miss
so
me.
weird. That's
I don't even like to be
so
touched on a
weird.
normal day. Miss me. Don't do it.
That's
It's not
so
cute,
weird. Imagine
right?
someone randomly coming up to you and rubbing your belly. I honestly,
Instant
I don't want
cringe.
to lie, not even cringe, an act of violence. I will punch you in the face. Like, I'd be like, why are you touching me? Like someone's reaching out to me like this.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
slap
no,
you
no, no,
away.
no.
You
Mm-mm,
know what I
mm-mm.
mean? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on? No,
Look,
no, 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 no,
it's
no,
this thing where we
no. No
when
touchy. No
no
touchy.
touchy. It's this
No
thing where
touchy.
when it suits us, as a society, a pregnant woman's it's our pregnancy, and so we feel like we're entitled to advise you or touch it or whatever.
Mm,
But when the kid is kicking and screaming and we're in first class and we want to have a nice flight, we're like, whose kid is that? You know what I
yeah,
mean? So I'm just like,
100%.
please maintain that same energy in first class.
The
Don't touch
same
me.
energy.
Just
The
stay away. Stay
same
away from me.
energy.
Um, and
True.
this one's actually very real. This one's a very strong and difficult reason why I think sometimes people don't want to announce their pregnancy or are hiding their pregnancy. It's the
Mm,
fear of telling work, like work
yeah.
finding out that you're pregnant. Like
Yeah.
people have had rough
Yeah.
experiences. Like some people have lost jobs, some people have missed out on promotions, some people have been
Yeah.
sidelined just because work found out that they were going to have a baby. Like it is wild.
Yeah.
I saw this
It's rough. And
video.
it's crazy. Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
No, I saw this video of this woman who I think look, I don't know how many weeks she was, but she had like a couple weeks left before she was going to deliver, and she was saying how she just gotten fired because she was pregnant. And the worst part of it is that her health insurance was tied to her employer,
Oh,
and so she had now lost health insurance at
jeez.
quarter to giving birth. Can you imagine?
Mm,
And let me tell you something. We've all seen the videos, we've all seen the receipts. Having a baby in the great United States of A, it ain't cheap. Like that thing
it's
will
really not.
bleed you dry. And now
It's
she's
really
lost
not.
her job and her health insurance. And I'm just like, wow. But like she was at a
It's
point where she
for
couldn't hide it
me.
anymore, and she's gonna need
Yeah.
to apply for mat leave and
It's crazy. Firstly, you were right, in especially in the USA, this like health insurance, healthcare thing is so strange. There are
it's
so many
wild.
videos of people online also who are like, "This is how much it cost me to have my baby in the hospital,"
Mm, mm.
and we're talking like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like,
It's expensive.
it's it's crazy. There was this one lady, she was like, she was taking us through the bill line item by line item, and she at least she had insurance, so she was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, FYI, I've got insurance, so I'm covered, it's fine. But
Mm.
imagine if I didn't, this is what I'd
Mm.
have to pay. One of the line items was, oh, I want to remember exactly how it was phrased, but it was something along the lines of like, um skin to skin time.
Are you kidding me? There's a line
Literally.
item for skin to skin. It's like an hour of them putting your baby on you. That's it. They're not doing
Yes.
anything.
Yes. Ask me how much it was.
How much?
$8,000
For skin to skin. Was
for
it not
skin
her
to skin
skin to
time.
skin? Was it somebody
No,
else's skin?
she
I don't
said, because
understand.
she
How are you
went to
getting
explain
billed?
to us, she explained to us that, because she asked, she was like, "What does this mean?" And the hospital told her, "No, it's the time needed for someone, a nurse, to go up to wherever the babies are kept when they're not with you, bring the baby down to you, and then take the baby back up."
But the babies are always on the same floor as you. The baby's not allowed to leave the hospital floor that you are on. So you
Okay,
basically walked
well,
down the hall and back.
yeah, yeah,
8,000? Girl, we in the
$8,000.
wrong business. we
But
we
like,
just need to
it's just insane. It's just
what?
absolutely. So you tell me now about this woman who's lost her health care like 5 minutes before
Yeah.
giving birth. Like,
It's
no wonder she's stressed. I don't understand. I think that's insane. That's
it's
insane.
like
But
no, I'm listening. So you go.
no, sorry. I was gonna say, like, I recently got a new job, as you know.
Mm,
But
mm,
like in that process, I was doing a lot of interviews.
mm.
And for me, it's such a red flag and very telling of the company, like the fact that in an interview you're going to ask me my childbearing plans. Um, and I mean, anyway, I just was shocked. I really was just like, what
I
does this
think
matter?
it's a gross invasion of privacy. Don't ask me that. Don't ask me
It's
that.
I
You're basically saying that if I decide to procreate and keep humanity in existence, I'm not deserving of a job. Look, I don't want
yeah.
to get into it because I'm in my feelings about how women are treated
Women
in
are
terms of
treated.
women's health,
Mm,
and women are treated maternity leave wise and all of that stuff. I don't want to get into it because I'm upset. Um,
mm,
but why would you ask me that in an interview? It's none of your
it
business.
so
The
is.
point is, can I do the job? Am I qualified enough? Will I give it what I need to give to the job? Will I deliver? Don't ask me about my
Mm,
reproductive organs. What the hell? That's none of your business.
100%. It's got
And it's got
nothing to do with you.
nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. It like it's like that episode of Big Bang. I don't know if you remember when
Mm,
Bernie got pregnant
yes.
and
And Penny
she was
blabbed.
Penny blabbed. She was hiding it and Penny went and blabbed. And then what Bernie had feared happened because I think she was on a project or she was about to get this huge project.
Yeah,
She got dropped. I mean,
yeah.
eventually it kind of worked out for Bernie because she had a difficult pregnancy and she was on bed rest, but still. Imagine telling work that you're pregnant and getting
Truly.
dropped from a project you had worked hard for, getting dropped
Worked
from a
super hard.
promotion. So I can
Mm,
understand you hiding like and in my I was saying I've learned a lot of things, I've read a lot of things in my
mm.
research and in my reading. There's a lot of articles on how to tell work that you're pregnant and when to tell work. I'm not
Wow.
kidding. A lot has been written. A lot. How
Wow.
to tell them. When is the right time to tell them to protect yourself and protect your interests. Like it's a thing.
Phew,
It's a thing. So I'm just like,
that's
yeah, if
crazy.
that's why you're hiding it, girl, hide, 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 hide. I wish you the best. I hope it works out well for you. But there's a lot of reasons why people may not want to tell, and except you're like in a circle. If they don't tell you, I think you don't be offended. Like a lot is happening. You know what I
Mm,
mean? A lot is
mm,
happening. I think people
mm.
should. I think you have the right to decide if you want to announce it, if you want to tell
Yeah,
people, when you want to tell people, how
yeah.
you want to
You
tell
want to tell?
people.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
for sure.
like there should be no pressure.
For sure. Absolutely.
Oh, and then my last one. Sorry.
Yeah,
I forgot that
yeah.
I've got one more point. My last one is actually that sometimes the reason people don't announce or don't tell is that they don't know how to tell. Now, this is a funny one and a weird one because I said this thing to Jamie, and then I think last night or 2 nights ago, he played me something on YouTube where someone said, and I was like, you see, I was basically saying to him, like, for me, it was weird when we're telling people, because you telling people that you're pregnant or announcing that you're pregnant is basically giving them the lowdown on what you did and when you did it the last time you had mommy and daddy
Oh
time.
gosh.
It's
Oh
like,
gosh. Girl,
it's like the
nobody
last
is
time,
thinking about that.
the last time we had a closed
Nobody
door
is thinking
scene.
about that. Oh
The last
gosh.
time we
Oh
had a
gosh. Girl,
this is
nobody
me
is thinking
telling my
that.
mother. And it's like, the thing you spent your whole life telling me not to do.
Not to do.
I
I
did
did
the
that
thing.
thing.
And now you've got a grandbaby on the way. Literally what was in my head. And I know it's wild, but
Nobody is thinking that at all. Nobody is
everybody is
thinking
thinking
at
that.
all. No,
Everybody. That's what I think when
I
people tell me. I don't know.
when you told me, it was not like there was a moment where I was like, "Oh, Oren Dummy did it." Ha
Well,
ha
I
ha ha.
mean,
Ha.
you
Like,
were too
no.
excited. First of all, you were crying. So I
I
don't think there
cried
was any
immediately.
space for any other emotion for you.
But
You
I mean,
were,
I've had many months to think about it since.
it's more an
And
immediate thing.
trust me, I've thought about it a lot. But like at no point have I been like, this is an indication. I mean, now thank you for that, for taking me on this journey. But like at no point I'm
I'm
like, this is an
sorry.
indication of
This is
no, no girl.
this is how what
Nobody
I
is thinking
think
that.
when someone says it to me. I'm like, So the last time went well, did it?
Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But yeah, anyway,
Lol.
I think that all jokes aside, let people. I don't know whether or not you should announce is what I'm saying. I feel like everyone's got
Yeah,
their own
baby.
reasons. For me, I was always team not going to announce, never going to happen until I'm living the reality and it was hella uncomfortable. And so I'm like,
Mm,
we say it, we get it out of the way, and I can proceed with my life. and not
Yeah.
have to hide it, fake it, conceal it, hope that nobody finds out. Plus, if you are
100%.
like me and you develop pregnancy nose, there is no hiding that thing. Like it's in the middle of your face. You can't contouring is not going to help your life. So I was like, you know what? But this is a choice I made, and had a chat with my partner, obviously. And now we're here, and now I said it, and now we can move on. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus.
Congratulations on being pregnant. Congratulations on bringing life into this world. I personally am thrilled. I
If you
am.
say I am the godmother one more time, I'm gonna punch you in the
I'm the
face.
godmother. I'm the godmother.
This one has been picking names for this child. So I'm Nigerian and I'm Yoruba, and in our culture, when you have a baby,
Tell
all of
him.
the key people in the baby's life are allowed to name the baby. So
Oh, yes.
grandparents, the parents, obviously, aunties and uncles and cousins and
Yep.
godmothers and besties.
The
I mean,
godmother.
this is why we all end up with like 20 names that nobody ever remembers and we never get to know all of them. But yeah, it's a thing. So when I told Cassie that this is a cultural thing and she can pick a name, homegirl went nuts. She
I
went wild
did.
with
And
it.
you haven't told people what you're having.
Oh, it's a boy.
It's
Contrary
a boy.
to Cassandra and had the Lord told me it's a girl speech. I'm just
I
like,
literally was like, I had a gut feeling and I thought it was the Holy Spirit. I was wrong.
it was not the
I,
Holy Spirit.
it's not the Holy Spirit. It was my deep desire for it to be a girl.
So that she
um,
can name the child Cassandra. That's the only reason you wanted a girl.
you're not wrong. But this has not deterred me. This has not slowed me down in any way, shape, or form. I have many names that we could potentially name him.
Oh God.
And I was thinking we could name him Cassio. Yeah. Or
Casio like the calculator or the
Shh,
piano.
stop trying to attach it to something. It's just it's a name. Casio. That's what it is. Okay? Or Casanova. A little bit of a ladies' man. Casanova.
You want to name my kid Casanova?
Okay, if you want, we can name him Olua Cassie. Olua Cassio.
Just because you put a lua in front of something does not make it make sense. What the hell? I don't even know what that means. What does Olua Cassie mean? Although,
I don't
if
know.
your name is
Look.
Cassandra and Cassandra means
Mhm.
she who brings the rain, so Olua Cassandra would be
No,
God who
so
brings the.
Cassandra means Greek goddess of men. That's what it means.
Oh,
Adikini, my
Adikini,
Kenyan
sorry,
name,
is the one
means
that's.
she who brings the rain.
So
So
Oluwakasi is what? God, the Greek goddess. Girl. Girl, what are you doing? You do know what Olua means, right?
Olua Cassio. Olua Casanova.
This is what I've been dealing
Olua
with for months,
Cass.
by the
Olua
way.
Cass. We could just
At
call it
this
Cass for
point,
sure.
I'm not sure who's having the baby.
Olua Casper. Yeah.
Like the friendly ghost. Guys, I'm questioning my life choices. I've made grave mistakes
Listen,
in
I'm the godmother.
in my life that have led
This is
me.
my right. No, look, all jokes aside, friends, I have a very serious list of names for this boy. I need to decide.
I
But
want to see this list.
there's a note on my phone with names. So I'm taking
Okay,
my
can
job
I?
as godmother very seriously. Very
You know what?
seriously.
I'm not upset. Take it seriously, please. Take it very
Yes.
seriously. It's a good
Yes.
thing to do. Anyway, um so now I can breathe, you know?
Take a breath.
And
It's
it has
announced.
been quite a journey. I
Mm.
have it's been an up and down journey. I've
Yeah.
enjoyed some moments and I have
Yeah.
not enjoyed many more moments. But it is what it is. I've come to genuinely respect mothers. Like
Yeah.
genuine, like they're my heroes. Because I remember
Mm.
thinking, oh my, I was in pain one of those days, and I remember thinking, "Oh my goodness, this is what my mom did for me to be here. This is what my mom
Yeah.
went through." And when I went
Yeah.
to see her in December, I was just like, "Oh my God. Like, thank you for going through all of that so that I
Same.
can be a person.
Yeah.
I can be here. I can be
Yeah.
here today because your moms are the real MVPs, you know?"
True. That's very true. They go through a lot for us. They sacrifice a lot for us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mama Bear.
Um Not yet, almost.
No, you are already a mother.
Okay. No pressure or anything. Thank you for joining me on this episode. It if all goes well, this episode will come out. If not, the Holy Spirit said no, I'm moving on from it. This is the third time. Third time's
We
the
can't do
charm.
this anymore. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I can't. I can't. But anyway, I'm keen to hear stories. Like I've joined all kinds of mom apps. I've downloaded every single app. I'm reading, I'm learning, I'm on Reddit threads on pregnancy and things. So come and share all of your stories with me. Tell me everything. I want to learn because this journey is a journey and it's not a journey you should go on alone. So come and share it on Instagram, on TikTok. Don't forget that you can listen to this episode and all of our other episodes on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe anywhere and everywhere you find your podcasts. You can also watch and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, love you. Bye.